We're at it again with Red Prison here. No, I'm not cultured enough, Zale. I won't get any references that you throw at me. It just won't happen here. The reference I understand is Blood Moon on turn 1 on the draw. That's what I understand. That's what we're going to try to do tonight. So we're thinking that we're pretty close to a list that has Karn in it. Keep in mind that there are Red Prison lists that do not have Karn in them. And those Red Prison lists will play more Chandras or more Beatbound packages. But with Karn, we've got ourselves what's very close to probably a reasonably 5-0 list or something that should be able to take down FNMs and maybe a PTQ here and there. What is making that possible? Well, it's Fury. It's probably the most interesting card here because in a deck building sense, you can actually start to strip out things like Anger the Gods and your board wipes, because hopefully Fury will do that or something similar to that, and it will help you get rid of the creatures you need. We've got the Bridges, we've got the Blood Moons, we've got the Chalices here. We've also got Seasoned Pyromancer. Well, any of these, they're not getting bigger. Whatever. Usually you can like middle click these and they grow, but we're just not going to worry about it. We got Seasoned Pyromancers and Braids. Those are interactive. This buys you time because it creates blockers. Sideboard, we have Eidolons. There we go. Rabble Masters. We're actually going to go ahead and try Eidolons instead of Darcy's. The Darcy's didn't work out, so next iteration, give the Eidolons a try. I don't believe this Void Mirror is necessary, but we have one. I'm going to continue to try this. I would just probably play a second Torp Orb at this point, but we're going to give the Void Mirror a try. Without any further comments here, let's run it. And let's get some wins, shall we? Let's click this. There we go. Sweet. Taurus, what's up? 2 months. Glad to see Mono Red Prison is back. What's up, Lauder King? I saw you over at Avaros' stream, or Avaros, or however you say his name. How's it going? Yes, and Mono Red Prison is back. Never really left. We were waiting for the meta to really settle down, giving us a chance to target it. And I think we're finally at that point where Blood Moon makes sense. Chalice is very good in the meta right now. In fact, people are playing mainboard ways to get rid of a Chalice. Does make Bridge probably the weakest card right now, but that's okay. We're going to blow some stuff up. Avaros. Evan. Eevee. That's what we'll call him. How you doing, Lauder King, though? It's good to see you here as well. You've picked the right stream over the 2 streams, unless you've got both of them up, in which case, mute the other one. This is the one you want to be at. Let's go. We're 0-0. Our opponent is 0-0. Like I said, we have 2 leagues in for this fine evening. We're going to see how it goes. Interesting starting hand here. Blood Moon, Lurrus opponent. I kind of want all my Planeswalkers here. Tempted to just go ahead and exile like Ramunot Ruins or something. So let's go for it and see what a Blood Moon can do for us. You are a prison person, so you are here. Fury would be good if they played Darcy or whatever. Blood Moon is taken through the Inquisition. I think we'll draw another land by the time we get to Chandra or Karn. That's not a bad draw. I'll take that. That might be slightly better than a Blood Moon right now. Chalice on 1, top decked here. Let's see what they got. 2 mana Kroxa? Voidwalker. Okay. Voidwalker is okay. It's not like we're going to be discarding cards anytime soon. Wish we would have pitched the Karn, but we didn't know that. All right, what are you going to do with a Voidwalker? Hit me for 3 and pass the turn? That's totally fine with me. Do they have a bunch of 1-drops in their hand? They might. Den of the Bugbear shows up. Probably going to play Karn first to go get Bridge if we get that opportunity. There's a Kroxa. Now I really need that land because I need to get rid of the Voidwalker. I'm going to go ahead and give them a Karn, though. I can't imagine Karn's that useful for their sideboard. Famous last words. Land. Land Chandra downtick. Please. Please. Land Chandra downtick. I'll take a ritual. Thank you. Alright, Chandra's in play here. Let's get rid of a Voidwalker. It was going to attack Chandra anyway. Got a Chandra at 1. And Karn coming up next turn. That's true. Could have killed Chalice. That's one thing Karn could have done. Uncle DB's predicting a 4-1 tonight. Is that Lurrus to hand? If I hit a land drop, we can probably prevent the Lurrus, which is cute. All right, well, we get to probably stop the Lurrus. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to go get a... Where is it? Liquimetal Coating. And we'll go ahead and on their upkeep, I probably get rid of the Graven Cairns here because it makes double black. This will force them to have to find a black source. Maybe we can mess up some of their mana here. Hoping they don't have it, but they might. All right, we get, won't say lucky here. Got the land or the Desperate Ritual on time for the Chandra. Played the Chandra, killed the creature. Gonna play Blood Moon next turn, and my opponent's not gonna have any black mana. Looks good. It's what Prison does. And this is one of those that I'm probably just gonna quite literally send it right back. Could play maybe Eidolon or Rabblemaster, but this feels like a just send it back kind of game. Blood Moon's good enough. Sometimes I switch the Magus out here. Not feeling it today. I wanna click the least amount of things. Clap. That Chalice on the top though is probably game changing there. Though we were gonna get to the Karn downtick and get the bridge to hide behind. We've died to a continuously casted Crocs out of the yard from a Lurrus. That's not a fun way to go. Well, we have a 1-lander here. It's not very good. Although we do have Fury. It's kind of nice. I think we got to mulligan this, though, 1-lander. And we have to exile in order to make it red mana. We exile like a Braid, and then we're hoping for the top deck to give us the Chalice. It's a lot to ask for here. Oh, this is better. We'll get rid of Karn. And your go, opponent. Got that Chalice. We'll see if we get to play it on the turn 2. Thinking I won't. There's Ragavan. I'll take a Fury. Oh, Blood Moon. All right. So we move Karn up here because my opponent's going to attack. They're going to go ahead and get not Darcy. They're going to get treasure tokens, and Karn's pretty good against those. There's a bridge. I'm actually good not to draw a bridge here, although we have to remember one bridge is now in exile. One more target for Karn. It'd be really funny to see them play this. I highly doubt it, though. They get the basic. They do know about the Blood Moon. The Voidwalker. Any follow-up to Voidwalker? Inquisition Thoughtseize. Inquisitions. Blood Moon or Chalice. Could also take Bridge. I think it's Chalice, though. Stops a lot of things. We're going to need a land or maybe a Chalice or maybe a Ritual here. Takes Chalice. All right. Fury? A Desperate Ritual. All right. Let's keep them off of a lot of black mana here. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to draw another land and bridge. That'll then stop the Voidwalker from attacking us. We're 2 lands away from killing Ragavan here. Got a little ways to go. In for 5, 13, 17. Makes a treasure token. Scavenger Grounds exiled. That would have been a hit for us. Treasure token currently does give my opponent black. Lurrus to hand. They want to set up this bauble. Land. Yes. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, we need one more land here. One more land, and I can play Karn here to shut down treasures, shut down baubles, do the good things. Opponent attacks for 2. Down to 11. Maybe they'll skip over a non-land here. Just don't be Chandra. I'll take it. I'll take it. It was a Magus. What you gonna do? Lurrus to hand and bauble. Feels like what they set themselves up for. They use one treasure here to do that. I have to be aware that the Karn... This is frustrating. I guess I'll go ahead and give them Karn again. It's frustrating because now they can turn Bridge into a creature and like shoot it if they want to use Voidwalker. I don't think I want to give them Chandra. I'll just die to that. I don't think I die to the Karn. Could be close though. I don't understand why they don't put Lurrus here. Other than they now know I have a Karn. All right, let's go ahead and ritual out. Chandra. I mean, this would avoid them getting Karn. Do I downtick here? I mean, I guess I care about Karn enough. If I get another Chalice, it'd be nice to be able to use that. Well, down. Bolts, Unholy Heats, things like that can hit the Chandra. It looks like they're going to do one of those. Unholy Heats. All right. Voidwalker goes away. Cool. All right. Ragavan. Opponent's got the Lurrus. They're going to do the Lurrus things. Rinse and repeat a whole bunch. What's up, Andre? Andre knows what's up. It's another 2. We like that. They put Lurrus to hand. I don't understand why they're not playing the Lurrus. Okay, we'll pass. Koth is a win condition, and actually a relatively good win condition. Since they didn't dump their hand to Kroxa here either. That's good. Maybe they don't want to use the black on Lurrus. It's another Voidwalker. When it chooses Voidwalker, if they're able to steal Koth, I'm going to feel really awkward. All right. I hope they don't kill a mountain here. But I guess I can uptick on their mountain. Let's do that. I don't really want them to kill my mountain. So I will give them a mountain briefly. I hope they can't kill Bridge. If they can kill Bridge, that'd be funny. I guess it only stays 4/4 for the turn. Then when we pass back. Yeah, it goes away. It's a cool elemental though. End step, what do you got? Again, I'm surprised I haven't played Lurrus to start this train. We've been empty-handed now for 3 or 4 turns. Okay. Opponent didn't do anything. We're 2 turns away from just getting Koth going. Which I think if we do that, we might just win this game. Can kill these, start shooting them, kill Lurrus pretty easily. Opponent decided Voidwalker is where they wanted to be. I mean, I guess the Voidwalker allows them to play Karn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. What are they going to do with this Karn? Chandra. Oh, I did get rid of Chandra. That's right. Upticks for damage. I thought they were going to get Karn and do Bridge things. Bolts Koth. Bolts Koth. So instead of doing 6 here, putting me to 3, they kill Koth. We'll pass turn. Another Karn lets me go get Spyglass or Pithy Needle for the Chandra, which I'll need to shut off soon. Opponent exiles a Bauble, decides just to grab the Bauble. No damage. I need the Karn this turn. Otherwise, it's going to be too late. They won't let us have fun. Karn. Karn. All right. It's interesting. I could draw Karn next turn now. Let's go up for damage here and hope Karn wasn't the top card. Nope. All right. So we could hit Karn now, and I have 5 mana, and I do have a Pithy Needle. Awkwardly enough, though, it would name Chandra for both of us. That would be very awkward. Yeah, my opponent has not done Lurrus this entire game. Strange. Scalding Tarn. Well, Chandra. They have the Kroxa down here that they could have, because I would have been empty-handed as well. There's a lot of ways they could have killed me. There's Karn. Play Karn. I'm going to go up with this Karn. Maybe they get like... Maybe they get frisky with the Chandra and just go up with the Chandra, and I can then down-tick the Karn. If I can down-tick the Karn, I can name Pithy Needle Spyglass onto Chandra. This assumes my opponent decides not to emblem here and gets greedy with it. Maybe they do. Sometimes people do. All right, there's an emblem. Maybe they have all double black cards. Nope. 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 Okay, and the other spell. Thoughtseize. All right. A lot of maybe hand disruption. Maybe hand disruption. Well... I don't want to try a pair of Eidolons in here since I'm on the play instead of the Magus. Let's do one more. Let's do them all and bring out a Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's do it. Yeah, but Oak Tree, they could have killed us numerous ways. They had the Kroxa in the yard. We were empty-handed. That's 3 damage. They could have bolted me twice. They could have upticked Chandra there. Red doesn't typically have a good way to gain life, so I think they were pretty safe to kill us, but they went the long route. Nothing wrong with the long route. Maybe they were trying to play around something that we're not thinking of. You never know. Let's play first. Let us play first, shall we? Ooh, where's my second land? I hope it's not going to be one of these nights where I'm struggling on the first hands. Man, if we had a second land, oh, just make this a mountain. I don't feel that lucky, unfortunately. It's mulligan. Okay. I'll actually go ahead and ditch, I think, Seasoned Pyromancer here. Last thing I want is my opponent to get Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll try Chalice and then Eidolon and Bridge. This will be interesting. Scary thing here is that if we get the Eidolon down and then the Bridge, playing stuff can be very painful. All right, a little Inquisition from our opponent. What would you like? There goes the Chalice. Chalice off the top, otherwise it's Eidolon. Bauble. Okay. Scavenger Grounds isn't bad. That takes care of a Kroxa later. Makes the Bauble not interesting. I'm expecting Eidolon to die here to something like Bolt or Unholy Heat. Might see a Voidwalker, though. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Red and black made. Dragon Rages. Black mana. Inquisition's away the bridge. Okay, we can keep Darcy in check here with the Scavenger Grounds, which is what I will be putting into play here. Attack for a solid 2 and pass the turn. 14-20. No real rush to crack the Scavenger Grounds here. Life total is nice and healthy. This gives a legendary creature first strike. Blood Moon wouldn't be bad off the top. Would get rid of the black mana my opponent has. They're thinking about something here. Red and black made. Engineered on 2. Okay. How about an Abrade off the top? How about an Abrade off the top? Not going to get rid of the graveyards at this moment. We'll just pass the turn back to us. Or Karn. Abrade or Karn. We find neither. We're attacking for 2. And pass the turn. Okay. Well, they can blow things up with engineered explosives. They already have an artifact in the graveyard, so that doesn't grow this. Land is nothing new either. It's a mountain. Pops. Engineered. Dashes in a monkey. Okay. Let's see what we're going to miss out on. It's a Chalice. Chalice on 1 would have been very nice. Because of where we're at with our mana, I'm going to go ahead and pop Scavenger Grounds. Clear graveyards. This puts a Chalice and a bridge extra into exile along with this Chalice. We'll have 4 mana here. Karn. All right. So, with this Karn, kind of tempted to get Bridge or Chalice here. We know that they have a monkey that they're going to replay. I'm thinking I just get like a Bridge. Hope they don't have a way to take it away from me. If I go up here, it risks a lot. Let's go ahead and go down and let them attack Karn the Great Creator. And I will go get the Bridge from exile. All right. Monkey, attack, kill Karn. Do you have a Thoughtseize for the Bridge? They're not going to find it off of our library. It would have to be off of their library. 3 damage in. Yep. They unlock their treasure. They do have the Thoughtseize. All right, so we're not getting the Bridge down, unfortunately, here. I would take a Fury off the top. That wouldn't be bad. I'd take a Chandra off the top. Opponent's life total is relatively low here. What else could I take off the top? Koth wouldn't be bad. Again, opponent's life total is fairly low. New Karn wouldn't be bad. Chalice wouldn't be bad. Opponent's got 1 card in hand. Eidolon's not bad. All right, let's play Eidolon. Let's play our land down and pass the turn. All right, this isn't too bad because it's probably at least resulting in 2 damage to my opponent. We can't really attack because of this legendary land. That would give Ragavan first strike and we'd lose our Eidolon. So not a place we want to be. But if they play Ragavan just to block, that's 2 damage they're taking, which would be pretty nifty for us. They could boot up this for 3/2 Red Goblin here and attack for 4. I'll probably let all this go through and just be content with trading some life points here. If I go up with Karn, it could die to Unholy Heat. Going to safely block a 1/1 here. Took the 3. Darcy's back on defense. Gonna hold the land here so they think I've got something else. Attack for 2 past turn. Do they just let this through? They let this through because they're good with their Ragavan dashing in. Wasn't going to block anyway, and if they dash in the Ragavan, they take 2. Bugbear getting in. In for 4 this time. A little more because of the Goblin. 5 takes me to 8. This Goblin sticks around, doesn't it? It does. Oh. Chandra would be a great draw here. Blood Moon would be pretty good too. All right, so they do play a Ragavan. They're at 3. They won't shock that Blood Crypt. Ramming out Ruins looks very interesting now. Speaking of. Okay. I guess I just pass the turn here. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. They boot up Bugbear. Do I let this through? That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 if they attack with everything. Okay, Ragavan. What else, opponent? And Bugbear. And then that Goblin that attacks. I'll probably block over here. I'm going to look for a Chandra off the top for a win. Chandra, Koth. Don't really care about Ragavan here. Didn't want the Desperate Ritual. A Raminot Ruins wins it. A Koth wins it. A Chandra wins it. Here we go. That does not win it. We'll attack. See if they double block here. I don't foresee my opponent double blocking. I think it's going to be a single block. We lose on the swing back anyway with the Bugbear. Oh well. No, because this comes into play tapped. I don't like playing tap lands. One's playing Kroxa, trying to kill me that way. Won't work. Gotcha. They still boot this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and kill me with it. This is a close game. No 5-0 though. No 5-0. One card deep. If we were able to get one card deeper, they would have been dead. Unfortunately not. A Fury wouldn't have been a bad one either. Could have killed some stuff. If we were empty-handed, Kroxa would have killed us, but the Chandra was the next draw. Unfortunate. Basically one card draw away from winning that one. Didn't get us there. Maybe we needed to stay back with the Eidolon and try to block. Maybe. Maybe. All right, let's keep on trucking though. 1 landers. It's gonna be that kind of night, isn't it? Mulligan. Ah, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Got some lands. Woo! All right, let's leave with Raminot Ruins and pass the turn. Got an Abrade for Ragavans if my opponent is that style of list. Overgrown Tomb shocks in and plays Ignoble Hierarch. All right, we'll kill that. We'll kill that and pass the turn. I hope this is not Yawgmoth combo, because Yawgmoth is a little bit difficult for us to deal with. They are the typical rock colors in plays Ignoble Hierarch, though. Bloodstained Mire. Jund colors are an option. Well, let's test how good those Jund colors are, shall we? They can go get a swamp right now if they want it. They could have bolts. Could have abrupt decays, assassins, trophies, many things. Many, many things. Uncle DB, we've just decided to take the hard route to 4-1. Doesn't mean we can't get that tonight. Maybe you were talking about League 2 as well. All right, Magus resolves here. Does my opponent kill it? End step. Fatal Push. Something we don't see too much of right now. Grist. So they are Yawgmoth combo. This is going to be a very hard game. Very hard. Let's just do it this way. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh no. Look at all the mountains. Look at all the mountains. Up with the insect. We go over a Chandra, or they discard a Chandra. Kroxa. Get rid of one of these mountains. No attacks. Let's go ahead and put a Chalice on 2 to stop Kroxa from coming back here. Millennial Jund? Is that a thing? Let's go ahead and attack at Grist here. Grist has killed us a lot in the past. Okay, so it's not a thing, but you joke by calling it that. And people wonder why streamers get confused. Grist goes down to 4 here. We have Seasoned Pyromancer in the yard. Got Kroxa on lockdown here. Tarmogoyfs. Whatever else they could be playing. Strangleroot Geists. All kinds of goodies. New Ignoble. Okay. The Blood Moon doesn't do a whole lot with Ignoble out here. Actually would enable them to cast a Chandra. We've actually stopped them from casting Kroxa because of Chalice. I have no idea how I keep up with this Planeswalker. They can just discard things on 2. Ignoble gives them the other colors. So if I find a way to kill Ignoble, the Blood Moon, I guess, is a little bit better here. Marginally, though. Very, very marginally. Bolts me. Bolts me. Apparently, they were just holding a bunch of bolts that they couldn't cast. I'm at 11. Another creature? What is the down 5? Creature cards in your graveyard. Seasoned Pyromancer. Hey. What they discard? A Fatal Push. Raging Ravine and an unknown card remain. I guess I need Bridge and not to get chunked by a Grist. So Bridge first? Nope. Land, pass. Guess we can Season Pyromancer. Overgrown Tomb, 1 card. Makes another creature. Discards a Renin 6. Sorry, mill a card. This is milling, not discarding. I keep saying discard, it's mill. Let's go ahead and kill 2 things here. Take 2, go to 8. Don't want any new creatures in the yard here. We need a bridge. My opponent hits me for 3 this coming turn. This is not looking very good. Not looking so hot here. In for 3. 3 put us to 5. There's 1, 2 creatures in the yard right now. Just go up here. Still 2, but an extra insect. Fury. All right. They're able to attack and just ult. Hitting all of our lands. Hitting all of our lands. Okay. Bring in something faster. Goblins and Rabble-Masters. I think I'm going to take that Magus out. My opponent has plenty of lightning bolts. That'll probably kill the Magus of the Moon pretty easily. It would kill Rabble-Master and Eidolon. Grist is just a pain. It's super hard for us to deal with. I don't mind using Abrades as removal. I'm almost lost at what to do here because I don't have that much to tackle what they're doing. They're just kind of like, they play Grist, and if I can't get rid of Grist fast enough, they just keep making creatures. And it's almost like a reverse kind of Rabble-Master. Kind of feels bad. All right, but we got a hand here. Gonna do some things with this hand, hopefully. Let's go ahead and lead with Mountain Pass turn. Mountain Pass turn. Just Eidolon into Chandra? Could be a thing. Could be a thing. Fetches basic Swamp, Thoughtseize, Inquisition. All right. They can take Eidolon, Ritual, or Season Pyromancer. I could see an Eidolon disappearing here. If they do that, I wonder if I'm supposed to cast a Season Pyromancer or just wait on it and see if we can get the Chandra down. They might also have just a removal spell for this Eidolon. I'll play a Blood Moon if we find the Pyretic Ritual with the Pyretic if they leave it. Kind of a tough decision. You don't know anything about my opponent's hand, but I would just take the Eidolon if I were them. I can't imagine what they're scared of. There goes the Eidolon. They got their basic, so. All right, let's just pass the turn here. Now, if they go after a hand again, they've got to take probably the Ritual, and when we just get to Season Pyromancer. Love to get this Chandra down. There goes Kroxa. All right, so Kroxa's here. I kind of like the idea of double Chandra because they could bolt the Chandra out of existence. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Seasoned Pyromancer. This will give me Chandra, and then I'll have a backup Chandra. We'll even do it off of a land that we just drew. All right, 2 damage in past turn. Chandra in play. Might even uptick to create Seasoned Pyromancer tokens here. This looks like a pretty okay spot to be in. Seems okay. Work our way up to an emblem. That's one way to win this game. My opponent has 2 fetches here and can cast some stuff. Kroxa is a threat in 2 turns. There's 1 fetch land. This also gets them green. Assassin's Trophy could be a thing. Well, if I randomly top deck the Fury, I kind of want to play it. Guess we'll Ritual first on that off chance that happens. If we miss, we can Seasoned Pyromancer tokens here. Oh, we find an Eidolon. We find an Eidolon. Opponent took the Eidolon. It probably gets the 2 damage in anyway at some point. So it theoretically could be a bit more than 2. So we'll go ahead and play Eidolon. Why not? Why not? We have Eidolons in the sideboard. We brought them in. Play it down. Get it going. Bolts Chandra after Eidolon resolves. 2 damage. Okay. There's this fetch. We'll see if they have another land here. They go get a basic forest, so they're not doing Kroxa. That's good for us. Shocks in a Blood Crypt here and follows this up with their own Chandra. All right. Chandra versus Chandra. Do they downtick or up? Down it goes, killing our Eidolon. All right. Same play here. Ritual, uptick, bridge. Feel like I don't need a bridge here, and I'd rather put in the Seasoned Pyromancer tokens and pass turn. Bridge is really tempting there. But because they fetched a basic forest, I'm not as worried about the Kroxa. Well, I guess I can be worried a bit about the Kroxa because they could make mana here off Chandra. But they don't. They go up and make a blocker. You can see this game is vastly different since they don't have a Grist in play. See some Pyromancer. Now I'm kind of wanting that bridge back. 2 lands. All right, let's go up here. I could kill one of these and then play other Chandra, kill the other, and then swing at their Chandra. Then they get to swing back. And they can play this, 1 or 2 of the options. Let's just go up here, try to find a Fury. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we have 4 to spread out here. So 1, 2, 1. Split the attackers, have a blocker. Looks good to me. Fury's a good one. All right, Chandra's dead. They're at 9. Chandra in play for us. They have Kroxa. I would get rid of this Chandra. That would probably be their turn. Fury trades with Raging Ravine because it grows. What's next, opponent? What's next? Ooh, okay. Pick up Peatland, replay Peatland, draw a card. Let me grab the game log. All right, so we're doing Kroxa things, it looks like. By the way, my opponent returned a Verdant Catacombs. Fetched and took the damage. Kroxa shows up here. We lose Chandra. That's fine. Okay. There's a Karn. We could downtick with Chandra and attack. This means Fury doesn't trade, it kills Kroxa. If we end up getting in with Fury plus 1 elemental, Karn could go get Walking Ballista to finish it off next turn. They would need to make us discard, and it would have to be Inquisition. If we end up trading with the Kroxa, I could then follow up with Karn and do a Tormod's Crypt and clear the graveyard, which isn't bad because of Seasoned Pyromancer and also Peatlands in here. I think I like threatening lethal here and forcing my opponent to have to block. And I would guess they're going to block the Fury, so they take the least amount of damage. And we can get rid of the Kroxa with the downtick of Karn and be pretty good. Yep. Expected here. So they take 2. We're going to just go ahead and do that route. Karn, downtick, Tormod's Crypt. Not bad. Pretty good turn. All right, we've got a Fury, an Elemental, a Chandra, a Karn. They've got Raging Ravine plus Renin 6. Land 2 cards. Looking pretty good. We may be down a game, but this one's looking pretty good. Seasoned Pyromancer? No. All right. We're booting up Raging Ravine. They're going to kill something. I assume Chandra. That's my assumption. They need something that kills Fury. Goes after Karn. Wouldn't call them low effort. They match. Picks off 1 elemental. We're currently presenting lethal. Going to attack and see what they do before doing anything with Chandra. It's got to be a bolt to Fury, right? Or they lose. Bolt's Fury. In for 1. Fatal pushes. All right, they're empty-handed here. They are empty-handed. What do I want to do? Up with Chandra, downtick with Karn here. Seems correct. Let's up first. Blood Moon would be played. No Blood Moon. Let's play Karn, downtick with Karn. We're going to go get a Walking Ballista. Okay. Opponent can make us discard this if they get something. Chandra plus Walking Ballista is lethal right now. If they get the Raging Ravine in and attack Chandra, I can always downtick with Karn to go get like a bridge. And then we can wait long enough to make Walking Ballista a threat. What you gonna do, opponent? What you gonna do? Looks like they're activating. Say what, 5/5? All right, 5/5. Attacks. Gotta be Chandra. Attack Chandra. We draw like Ramming Out Ruins or other things. Walking Ballista is pretty lethal too, that way. A lot of ways we can finish this up. I could see this Wrenn and 6 pinging Karn once. It does, down to 2. Top of the library is a... It's a pretty good draw, not gonna lie. What do we want from the sideboard, if anything? Maybe a Pithing Needle? Name the Raging Ravine? How do we want to try to finish this? Do I want to lose the Karn? Maybe I don't. I kind of want to name this Pithing Needle on the Raging Ravine. I also kind of just want to go up and up. So let's just go up and pass turn. Any thoughts on Mono Red Prison and Legacy? It's a deck. We don't play Legacy really, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. I mean, I think I hear about Red Prison doing things from time to time, so it is a thing. But it's not something I'm well versed in. I love Crocs. Crocs are great shoes. Blue fuzzy ones sound really interesting. All right, what are we doing? Killing Chandra here. Do they have the discard for Walking Ballista? If they have the discard for Walking Ballista, we're in a little bit of trouble. Pings Karn. Passes the turn back. All right. Well, unless they have something in red and black that gives them life gain. 2/2 Walking Ballista here to close this game out. We'll go to game 3. Bam. Mono red is pretty weak right now in Legacy. Well, there you go. It is weak in Legacy. Legacy Stompy is fun. Ancient Tombs, City of Traders. Yep. Chalice and Moon are both not so hot. That's fair. Chalice is good and Blood Moon are great in Modern. But if they're not very good in Legacy, then yeah, it's not going to get you very far. Yeah, Prismatic Endings played a lot in Legacy. It's just going to be a nightmare for you. It really will be. I kind of liked our hand, and the Eidolon did a lot. So let's just, or not hand, the sideboard. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Ooh, I like this hand. This is almost a Thoughtseize proof turn 1 Blood Moon. Let's go. It's really hard to not keep this. Let's see what they got. Verdant Catacombs. Cracks it. Now, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble if we can't ever find the next red source. But we found it immediately. Let's go ahead and play the Blood Moon. All right. My opponent has black mana here. We're going to see if we can get rid of Ignoble Hierarch sooner rather than later. Does the modern version miss Simian Spirit Guide a lot? It definitely toned down what we're doing most of the time. If I want another Blood Moon here, kind of feels like I do. Let's play just another Blood Moon. Never punished? I just needed 1 land. Seasoned Pyromancer should find the 2nd land. But yeah, Simian Spirit Guide's missed. It slowed down a lot of other lists that were starting to become very difficult for even Red Prison to deal with. Okay. Opponent played Ignoble and kind of didn't do anything after. Let's go and play a Seasoned Pyromancer. Little unfortunate to draw the 2nd one already. It's kind of like a nice thing to draw plus another card. Take fresh 2 new cards. Well, that'll work. We'll be looking to Abrade Ignoble here and hope they don't have a way to get rid of both Blood Moons. Should be okay. Yeah, Fury and Seasoned Pyromancer are definitely making waves in Modern, that's for sure. In more than just Red Prison. Hey, there's Tarmogoyf. It's a 3/4. We have a bunch of instants in the graveyard. Karn would be nice. Let's go ahead and get rid of the black mana here. I'm not so worried about the Tarmogoyf. We'll pass the turn. And we'll play either just Chump City here or we'll do something else. There's black mana. They're going to nail the Seasoned Pyromancer with a Fatal Push, it looks like. Because they're going to lose a creature here. Which is fine because not anytime immediately here, but we can get the tokens back with the Seasoned Pyromancer. This list won't say very long time ago, a while ago. Okay, command. Yeah, Rabblemaster is probably the weak card here. Opponent doesn't have black mana. Karn's probably pretty safe. A while ago, we would play Hazoret. The fact that we're playing a mainboard Koth, you could definitely play a mainboard Hazoret. Is it going to be good? I don't know. Ooh. Ignoble. Opponent does not attack us. There is a Chandra. We're going to pass. Hazoret was a good way to empty the hand. Fury kind of does that now for us. So I would almost tell you you're probably not going to play Hazoret, but one or two in the side wouldn't be a bad thing, depending on what your meta is. It's a lot of this Jund stuff. Jam out it. Hazoret would be great. What's up, Rogue Goblin? Welcome back. How's it going? Land. It's not the greatest land here, but we'll take a land nonetheless. I'm going to Chandra downtick, kill Ignoble Hierarch. Again, shutting them off with this black mana. Not too wild about that. I don't want to go downtick on Tarmogoyf because the Tarmogoyf would become a 4/5 if they're able to kill the Chandra. I just want no black mana. 4 mana removal on the Ignoble. That's fine by me. Floats green. Floating green's a little bit frightening. Double green here would mean that they could do a Force of Vigor. And that would kill both Blood Moons. Yep. Alright, opponents unlocked all their mana. That being said, they've only got 2 cards. They actually haven't had too many black cards thus far. Opponent gets their basic swamp as well. Follows this with Fatal Push. Assassin's Trophy is the Chandra. I'll take it. 1 card to go here, and we've got a Karn the Great Creator. I forget if this build has Relic. We do. That's interesting. It's interesting. All right. Land played. Tarmogoyf's a 5/6. Opponent doesn't do anything. Extra Karn. Play Karn. Let's go down here and get like Bridge to start things off. If my opponent's able to take that, that's fine. I'll play Karn and do something else with it. Got lots of blockers for this Karn. Let's go. It's looking pretty solid state here. Opponent took a lot of effort to get rid of the Blood Moons and the Chandra. Land drop, 1 unknown, 1 Tarmogoyf. Do they attack? They do. I'm going to block with an Elemental because I'm planning to go get the Relic. Did I ever play Lantern Control? I played it a few times for the stream, but not so much in general. Man, got a lot of Karns. Where is it? Relic. I feel like I'm supposed to just leave Relic open for right now. Maybe I just play Bridge. Yeah, let's just play Bridge. Just get it out of hand. If they kill the Bridge and start attacking me, I can use the Relic to get rid of the Bridge in my graveyard. But yeah, so I played a little bit of Lantern, but not a lot. I understand conceptually what Lantern was trying to do and could execute the game plan. Something we could always do. We would do that sometimes with Thopter Foundry combos with Urza as well. Just some things we could do. Do I want anything else from my graveyard at this point? Or my yard? Yeah, let's go ahead and go get a Liquimetal Coating. Why not? Why not? We'll start killing lands and lock this game out of the realm of possibility for my opponent. I have not really heard of the Eldrazi post one, but I believe it. Can make quite a bit of mana through the cloud posts. More lands for my opponent. They're flooding out a little bit compared to us. Grist? Chandra? None of the above. Fetches. Mountain. Needed a little bit more red. Chandra? Bloodbraid Elf? Fury. Hardcast Fury. Okay. What are we killing? Karn and a token? Nice. Nice. I don't think I need to crack Relic here. Let's just take our draw. Play Liquimetal Coating. If I'm supposed to play this. I don't think so. We'll just pass with just the Liquimetal Coating in play. I kind of want to leave Relic up as long as possible. Like next turn I can play Karn and do Liquimetal Coating, hold Relic. If they ever kill this, I protect Karn as best as I can, exile, and I get that. I guess we'll start going after their graveyard here. I think we missed one of those. We probably did. We're going to be giving them a bunch of lands anyway. Play Karn. Let's go ahead and go up on the swamp in case I find a Blood Moon. Goodbye, swamp. Goodbye. They try to Unholy Heat, I can always Relic. Maybe a little sketchy here. Tarmogoyf would be a 1-2. The Fury, that's because I could pop the Relic if they kill the bridge. I think this is a great example of just try to stay the course here. We've got them in a reasonably locked out state, so let's just do it. Modern Horizons 2 had quite a decent impact. Quite a decent. Let's go ahead and get the Seasoned Pyromancer that's in the yard. Get the tokens. That way I've got blockers. We'll just pass the turn. Not really looking to do too much here. It'd be kind of funny to get them off of green. It might be an option here. Fatal pushes Seasoned Pyromancer. All right. New tokens. Going to be coming next turn. Thought seizes us. Totally fine. Not worried about that. There goes Rabblemaster. Exile a card. Do the things with the Karn. Pass the turn. Goes Assassin's Trophy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and get rid of an Overgrown too. Floats the mana. Yeah, it's looking like they'll lose the clock. I have a very high chance to just win this game anyway. So even if we had more time, I don't see my opponent beating us. Which is good, considering they have Grist, and Grist is really, really painful for us. We could still see Grist here, but then I'd probably Karn down tick and immediately go get something to deal with that. But yeah, opponent's losing a lot of clock time here. We're just using the Relic to keep all these lands in check. Obviously, my opponent's not always getting rid of the lands. Kind of keeps Tarmogoyf close to in check if we're lucky like that. Let's keep blowing up some lands here. Play a land, pass the turn. And we can go this route. 1, because this will be a lockout of sorts. 2, because I have blockers here. We really want them to just get rid of bridge. Block, block, block. Relic away our bridge and do the Karn. That's making it so that if they kill the bridge, it's just not as impactful. So that's why we're, I guess you could say, being a jerk about this. We're going to hit those Verdant Catacombs here soon. I'm not going to worry about using the Relic here. We'll just F6. Land. Kill this. They know I have Chandra. I don't know if they're just waiting for a way to get rid of Karn. That could be something they're doing. Wouldn't be ideal for us. Then we would want something to have probably been played through Karn. Looks like another thing we want to kill. And Abrade's really a good draw here, because then it makes the Liquimetal Coating at least useful for another turn. We can Abrade the Fury if they were to Thought Seize us, but if we get to the point where we have a Liquimetal Coating with the Tarmogoyf, also if they play Grist here, I can actually just Abrade it away rather than trying to find Pithy Needle for it. The Wrenn 6. Almost worth just like getting rid of the graveyard for this. I think we're going to go ahead and do it. We'll get aggressive here. Go for it. Why not? They could attack with Tarmogoyf. Bloodmoon's an excellent draw here. Not even going to worry about Ramunap Ruins. Play Bloodmoon first. If they want to crack the Verdant Catacombs, they can. They do. This will give us a window to kill the swamp. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go down for a Spyglass. Let's play the Spyglass here. See what else is going on. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and name Wrenn 6. Let's go ahead and nail the swamp here. So they don't have the swamp for a turn and pass. All right. Bolt, Terminate, and Tarmogoyf. Opponent's got 2 lands here. They can't use Wrenn 6 to get back their swamp. Looking pretty good. And a concession. All right, we get the kind of the full lock here on our opponent. Draw a few cards. Fury is going to help us clean these up, or the Wrenn 6 if we want to. Eidolon makes it so it's a real lock for my opponent. They won't be able to cast things. And really, we can just find a point where we can like kill these, which is the Fury, or eventually find Chandra. Not bad. Pretty good. Pretty good since we were probably very far behind in terms of the matchup being probably unfavored in that matchup. Woo! Good stuff. Good stuff. Jund is a tough matchup. We play fairly fair, and so anytime our opponent's trying to do more fair things, makes it unfavorable. Yeah, clap it out, Uncle DB. Got there. Got there. Let's try not to lose our voice before tomorrow. Oh, we have a message. Message received. Thanks, chat. All right, we're 1-0, or no, we're 1-1. King Ziggy is 1-0. All right, we're going to keep the 2-lander here. I've got a Fury, which makes me feel slightly more confident that if my opponent had something here, we can ditch like Chandra, we can abrade something. And the Magus is an okay Blood Moon. Oh. All of this. Well. Back on the bike recently? The bike? Bike? What about our bikes? Kind of want to do the Season Pyromancer, get rid of Fury and Chandra. Hold a Braid and the Moon. Try to draw into another land. Tron's a bike. I kind of want to kill this too. Feel like they have like green mana. Let's do this. They draw a card. I don't care about them drawing a card. We've done this where we've killed this and then the opponent doesn't have the red mana that they, or the green mana that they need. Gives me a chance to draw a land naturally here too. What's up, Thylian? There's a relic. I don't care about that. Buy a Braid. All right. Little more worrisome now. We're gonna go ahead and play Magus and pass turn. Relic makes me think it might be Eldrazi Tron, which means they have 2 main board Dismembers, maybe 1, making this a little weak here. Oh. All right, opponent Surgicals are Desperate Ritual here. Takes a peek at what's going on. This might be a Koth game. This could be a Koth game here. Get the Koth down, Season Pyromancer, Fury, and Chandra away, trying to find that 4th land. We do need a land off the top to do that. Oh, I thought I was off biking. We do bike a little bit. The only reason I asked is because I hadn't really started biking a lot. We're going paddle boarding tomorrow. We're gonna go to paddle boarding. So we're gonna do that for physical activity tomorrow. And I'm gonna be getting up early, so the stream will be maximum 2 leagues tonight. But yeah, a little bit of biking too, from time to time. So you're not wrong. It just wasn't, it's just not a very normal thing for us to do. All right, little cycle of the relic here. That was all on my turn, so we're now on turn 3 for my opponent. Chromatic Sphere. I'm betting they're going to make green immediately. Oh, no. All right. Well, we didn't hit our land, so we're attacking. Pass turn. Uh-oh. At 4 mana. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and Season Pyromancer. I'm going to get rid of Chandra and Bridge, I think. We're going to keep Fury. Chalice can be played on 1 against our opponent. We do have enough to make Koth next turn. We can also pitch Koth or Fury to Koth if we wanted to. Why do we do that? I don't know. 3, 4, 5. 5 mana. Yavimaya here. A little worried about a Wormcoil Engine. A little worried about an Oblivion Stone played right now. A little worried about a Karn. A little worried about a lot of things. It's one of the least scary bridges you've seen. Well, that's why we threw it away. Throw it in the trash. Don't need those bridges in this matchup. This will be good for our Eidolons and our Rabble Masters to be a little more aggressive. Ooh, Karn, the greatest of creators. Creates a blocker. Well, red card? Oh, buddy. I think I just slammed that. I mean, why wouldn't I here? We get to kill the sphere. Damage in at Karn, swing. Opponent draws here. I definitely want Karn to be dead here. Luckily, my opponent did some things right there instead of just letting the draw happen naturally and then have mana up for like a Dismember. All right, this puts my opponent to 11. We do have lethal on board. My opponent needs land plus Wormcoil, it looks like. Well, they're just passing back here. I'm going to go for lethal here because I can Blood Moon if they kill the Magus and try to do something special. Jacob, what's up? Thanks for the raid. Welcome. How goes it? Opponent concedes. If they kill here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I still have a Blood Moon, the 4 extra would not have killed them. So they have to kill here. If it's a Dismember, though, I guess the Koth would have been lethal. That worked. How was your stream, Jacob? What were you up to? What were you playing? What were you doing? We're going to keep 1 Chalice in. Some would say bring a Pithing Needle in instead. Chalice on the draw against our opponent, putting it on 1. Can't stop things like Ancient Terrains, maps, and spheres and stars. It's not bad. Going to keep the Abrades because O-Stone is a thing. Wormcoil is a thing. They're clearly playing Karn the Great Creator. Looking to be quick out of the block here. Maybe a fast Blood Moon. Rabble Masters, Eidolons, the works. Going to be the faster side of Prison tonight. Well, it's not fast. Probably have to mulligan here. Opponent kept 7. Would rather ritual out the Blood Moon or have a gemstone for the Blood Moon. We are playing against Tron, and turn 3 Tron's kind of scary. Let's mulligan this. All right. I do like having at least 3 lands. Map. There's a ritual, so we could still hit Blood Moon here. Planning to do something like Eidolon, though. Oh boy, here we go. Tron on turn 3. I want to play Seasoned Pyromancer to dig. I like the idea of maybe Fury actually hurting like a Karn the Great Creator here. And then we could abrade whatever it is that they are also playing. I know this turn's going to be painful, and I know we're behind the curve here with my opponent having Tron mana. But maybe they've got to do some weird cantripping here, and we're going to get lucky. All right, Sphere. Little Ancient Stirrings, perhaps. Taking some extra damage here. Sylvan Scrying, more damage, more damage. Okay, Eidolon's doing Eidolon things. They've already played their land for the turn, so they only have 4 mana remaining here. And that was their turn. All right. Not too bad. Extra land for us. Attack for 2. Do I leave a braid open? Probably not. Let's go digging here. Oops. Okay. Rabblemaster's not a bad follow-up if they're like All Is Dust or something here. Yavimaya, that's 8 mana. Ugin's a little rough. There's 4. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh. There's Ugin. -3. -3 makes Fury kill it. Okay. Blood Moon? Maybe not. Well, I'd love for this to stick around, but we're going to get rid of Ugin here. Hope the last 5 cards are nothing. Start attacking him. Oops. This doesn't look very good, though. That's the difference between a faster moon and not, looks like. There's a Sphere. Okay, they still got to draw some cards. Which means they're not slamming a big threat. Well, I guess if they have big Karn here, the 7 mana is still available. They did have 8. Four, 5, 6. Wormcoil? Wormcoil is the worst thing to see here when we have Rabblemaster. Wormcoil means they gain 6 every turn because Rabblemaster tokens are aggressive. They like to attack. 7 mana here. Maybe it's Big Karn. Sylvan Scrying. Okay, we have 9 mana. Gets a basic force. 6 mana. Wormcoil. All right. Well, we'll pass the turn here. Opponent really doesn't need too many turns here, though. They block for 1, 2 turns. They gain, I guess it's 6 minus 1, so 5 a turn. 18 they go to. We might be going to game 3 against our good friend Tron over there. Better to be on the play than on the draw against them. Play a natural Blood Moon and be okay. Or we have to go faster on the draw. Another Sylvan Scrying. There's Big Karn. Get rid of the Rabblemaster. Attack for 6. That's what they're doing. Yeah, get in there. Up to 24. All right. Let's go to game 3. Going to game number 3. Uncle DB, don't worry. Don't panic. We like being on the play. Look at this. It's a fast Rabble Master. Is that enough? Probably not. Let's do it. Now, Uncle DB, you can start sweating. Now you can start sweating. It's no turn 1 Rabble Master. My opponent's mulled to 5, though. Mulls to 4. Down to 4 they go. A Karn off the top will win this game instantly. But if no Karn, I'll take my Rabble Master. The power plant, top of the library, is not a Karn, so we'll get some Rabble Masters going here. Attack for 1, pass turn. It's going to be a quick one. Hers is mine. Blood Moon. That might be the nail in the coffin for our Tron opponent. And there you go, opponent. What do you got for us? Floats 2 mana. Warping Whale to create an Eldrazi Scion. Making a blocker is what I assume. Opponent had Tron mana. What do you got? 3 mana. Maybe 4. O-Stone's kind of scary because they don't have to block, and then they'd have O-Stone the next turn. Karn the Great Creator. We're going to go get a bridge here. Walking Ballista. It's a phenomenal draw. An absolute phenomenal draw. What's up, BBQ? Down tick. We're going to go get our own Walking Ballista. This should pretty closely end this game. They play Walking Ballista, we play our own. Shoot theirs off and attack for lethal. We're doing decently. It looks like we're going to be 2-1 here, going into match number 4. So not a bad Friday so far. How are you? Opponent says, always a pleasure to play against your frustrating prison decks. We got probably very lucky with our 2 top decks. Karn and Blood Moon. Maybe got a little lucky there. 2-1, looking for our next match. We'll queue up. We'll be right back. Make sure the wife's good. Just got home. Unmuted. Doing well. LGS is having their first Paper Modern. Good luck. Be safe. And then King Ziggy said, GG's, and yes, I did get lucky. I top decked the Bloodmoon and I top decked the Karn. Does that make you feel better? I'm a luck sack. We're gonna go ahead and mull this one. I love the idea of like a turn 2 Koth with no mountains. This is phenomenally better. We're gonna keep this. Let's get rid of the bridge. I'm feeling Chandra tonight. Oh, look at how well we were just paid off. King Ziggy, it's your best friend, Mr. Braglion. I was pretty lucky to get that far versus Bloodmoon.deck anyway. It's fair. Look, it's your cousin. Oh, Expedition map and Sphere. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and Ritual the Bloodmoon. You never know if they have natural Tauron. Can't rely on that. Doesn't mean that I have to, unfortunately, wait on Chandra a turn here. We're gonna be waiting anyway because it's probably Bloodmoon being played next turn. All right, so opponents just drawing cards, getting the Tron mana that they need. Up to 3 mana. Little scary. Might want an Abrade here. Or a Karn. Not sure we lose this game now. We'll see what their fourth play is here. Hopefully it's a Nose Stone. Basic Forest. Karn, the greatest of creators. This is always a fun matchup. They get a Liquid Metal Coating. We're not going to worry about that. Karn ourselves here, down tick. We're going to go get probably Spyglass. All right. Willing to bet they have the boat. Everyone loves the boat. I bet they have the boat here. We have a Liquid Metal Coating to beat, which is not scary right now. A Fury off the top would make things very weird and interesting. This Spyglass, full intention to go after Karn. There's Walking Ballista. It's not that scary. Sylvan Scrying. Opponent's ramping. Okay. Okay. I'm so tempted to just name Karn, but at the same time, maybe I just name like Big Karn here. Plays Forest. What do we got? A 1/1? 1/1 Walking Ballista and a map. Jeez. How do we play this? Could kill Walking Ballista, but then I don't have a blocker for Karn, and this will be at 1. This goes up. Map comes in, kills Chandra. It's not what I want. Probably going up with Chandra here. I think it's going to be the Chandra and the Spyglass. Kind of my original play here. Yeah, so Karn Liberated gets named. Karn Liberated. Okay. Is it safe to go up with the Spyglass here? I think it is. They have Liberated Great Creator, Liquid Metal Coating. I mean, if they have a removal spell, they can always just go up on the Spyglass and remove it. So let's just make it a blocker here. Yeah, 1/1's not very strong, that's for sure. It's scary if they unlock it somehow here by losing my Karn. Let's put this a little bit down here. I know we don't have as much space on the right anymore. It's because we have KMC and cool stuff in Fatal Core supporting our team. Degenerate Gaming, get that plug in there. Every now and then it's good to plug that, you know. You know, it's good to plug teammates. You know. How you doing, GNX? I don't think I've seen your name before. If you have, I've just been blind. There's a liquid metal coating. I expect this to be just a 2-2. Now this is interesting because I could Chandra down tick the liquid metal coating. Star was the draw for the turn. They have a Karn Liberated and Karn the Great Creator. We're going to put this down here because a lot of room up here. So this is where I can get frisky with the Spyglass and attack, I think. Right? Do I down tick for anything? Yeah, they don't have boat. They didn't play like they had boat. I see. If I Chandra down tick here, right, and then we up with the Spyglass here, my opponent could boot up or block. Well, if they, never mind. You don't write in chat usually. That's fair. Let's try to kill Karn, that greatest of creators over there. And if we get the Karn here, I mean, I can play my new Karn and get a liquid metal coating here and shut off a land, which feels really pretty strong. Keep newest of Karns. Let's go get a liquid metal coating. And like this on their upkeep here. Shut off a land. This feels real strong. And that Walking Ballista isn't killing anything here. Now they just replay new Karn. But now I can like throw the liquid metal coating at my opponent. And if they want to kill Chandra here, they have to attack with two things. So now I get to throw the Spyglass over here, maybe. I don't know. Maybe this was a mistake. We'll see. Maybe I was supposed to get Walking Ballista so I could shoot this Walking Ballista off. But like, now I have 1, 2, 3. I can make a 3/3 Walking Ballista, which is pretty strong. Let's go ahead and attack. Maybe it was wrong to have lost the Chandra there. Karn threw a telescope at himself. I mean, we know they have kind of like 2 dead cards here. This is a dangerous card. It's a mine. It's maybe not as scary. We know it's 2 Liberateds. Man, this game's weird. Maybe I should have this Chandra still. And was greedy to go for it. Relic. all these artifacts my opponent has. Now everyone's going to be telling me I should have the boat. Attack for 2 here. Attacks for 1 and makes a blocker. Interesting line. What if I just named Pithy Needle and got this? 2, 3, 4. Well, I can make a 4/4, but I don't feel stuck. They have so many blockers. The boat would solve the problem here. I mean, Fury, Chandra, Koth, all kinds of things solve all kinds of problems here. I could also go get a bridge. My opponent doesn't seem to be able to really attack me too much. There's a lot of Tron tonight. Well, I guess it's the second night of Tron here. This is a draw a card as well. Let's just uptick and pass turn and create this blocker. I'm not going to block the star. I'd rather block the walking ballista. Uh-oh. They're going to get something. They would have gotten boat a long time ago, so this got to be something different, right? Maybe they have a worm coil in the sideboard. Crucible of Worlds. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, they can cast anything at this point. Kind of interesting lines here, though. Ah, Magus is good. Well, I get something finally. So let's go ahead. Liquimetal Coating to try to attack the Karn. Crucible over here is a 3/3. Okay, we'll play our Magus and pass turn. Okay. So they keep their Karn at 3 here. It's a battle of the Karns. We can't lose Spyglass. We'll lose the game. This is where I wish I had Hazoret. Hazoret would be an excellent one here. Just slam in every time. Bridge is tempting. I think we lose the super long game here, though. My opponent eventually finds, like, Ugin, starts punching me. They can find Ulamog. If they found Ulamog and got rid of the Spyglass, things would get real awkward here. Oh, no. Okay, Karn liberated. That doesn't do anything, but good for them to have it out. It's not a bad idea. Ooh. I can kill Crucible, attack Karn for 4, and unlock stuff. All right. Destroy the Crucible of Worlds. Attack Karn, the greatest of liberators. Or no, the greatest of creators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At upkeep, I'm supposed to kill a land here and hope they don't have a way to get rid of Spyglass. This way they can't get to 8 and they're stuck at 7. Please don't kill Spyglass. There's a Sanctum. 7 mana. Okay. All right. I can make a fairly big walking ballista here if I wanted to. Or I kill a land. Karn plus an unknown card. I think I just have to kill a land here. And if they miss a land drop, we can keep them from ever casting Ugin. And we'll take the Magus to Karn liberated, just in case. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Land and Ugin wrecks us here. Oh, it's just Expedition map. Whew. All right. We can keep playing Magic. We're going to kill another land here. I'll hold this land for reasons. for reasons. Okay. Karn Liberate's almost dead, but they have a follow-up one. I disagree with that because attacking their lands, now it's physically impossible if they miss one more land drop to ever play Karn again. Because we're in game 1. I totally disagree with suiting up the Spyglass. Activating this makes any main deck dismembers, which sometimes Tron has, a target. And that would be bad because then that would unlock Karn. Totally disagree with you. Sorry. All right, Chalice is in, Bridges, or Chalice is out, Bridges out. We're gonna bring the one Chalice back in and submit. If I drop if I drop Karn to at least 2, it gives me an opportunity to maybe do like Pithing Needle. I still think it's more correct there because we're trying to lock them out, and 2 damage every turn isn't going to do that to their face. So just go after something that could become impactful if my opponent casts something. Wow. Do we risk this? Absolutely. Let's go for it. I'm on the draw and I'm feeling lucky. Oh, Forest. Oh, I got plenty of time now. Forest. Yeah, Chalice on 1 isn't, but we're trying Eidolons. Little tower, little Sylvan Scrying. I bet my opponent has something for this Blood Moon. If I can play it more naturally, I'm going to. Let's see what the text card is. I'm going to play a natural Blood Moon instead here. Up they go. What do we think? They got an answer for Blood Moon here? It's kind of feeling like that. If not, though, we get to play Fury next. Here it is. Here it is. Wilt. Wilt. Got wilted. Got wilted. Uh-oh. Karn liberated. Yep. Yep. Lose a land. Yep. Star. Time to pack this one up. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not yet. Let's see what killing Karn does here. Opponent still has a lot of mana and can cantrip this star. Tons of mana here. Makes green. Doing the star things. Draws a card. Makes a lot of mana. Another Karn. Alright. Okay. Not feeling very good about this. Take a mountain. No mountain. Let's go ahead and exile the Abrade now. Kill this Karn liberated. Am I in this game? Are we going to play it out? Glad you all agreed. Glad you all agreed. Sylvan Scrying here. We're going up to 10 mana for my opponent. Or finding Sanctum. Going to 10 mana. Not this turn, though. Show me Fury number. Oh, never mind. Bye, Desperate Ritual. They're done with Karn dying here. All right, I think I can concede to that. I can't beat 3 Karns here. It's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. All right. I'm going to do something a little bit different in this game. Okay. Too many Karns. Too much Karn. Oh, okay. This looks fun. Who thinks this looks fun? This looks fun. All right, like I've always said, if you get to play Karn on turn 2 in our deck, it basically is a winning line. This one we get to play Koth on turn 2 and then maybe follow it up with a Magus of the Moon. That's kind of cool. Mountain? Oh no, it's Chandra. She's so good too. What's so crazy here is if we draw a mountain next turn, we could Koth. If we Koth now and attack for 4, if we draw the mountain, we can Koth down tick for 2, do the other 2, play Chandra, and then up for 2, and Magus, and you'd have all of that. Chandra's probably the better play. I mean, I guess I get that turn with Koth if I hit the mountain next turn, but the Chandra's probably just smarter here. Chandra getting close to an emblem is a pretty good idea anyway. Let's go damage here. Was it a mountain? No, but Desperate Ritual would have been fun. Chandra's probably the more correct line here, but Koth would have been really fun. All right. Well, we can't risk too much here. It's got to be Magus of the Moon. Hope they don't have a spot removal. And go, opponent. We'll be doing Koth next. There's a Warping Whale. All right. Not the scariest thing. Got mountains all around for everyone. Magus is a little bit harder for them to kill because usually they have Wilts or Nature's Claims or Force of Vigors, where the Magus is kind of a little nicer. Kind of. We can maybe Fury next turn if we draw lands, which we don't. Blood Moon on a Stick's pretty good. Let's play Koth here. I'm actually going to go ahead and ditch. Does Chandra here kill the Eldrazi Scion so my opponent doesn't have that mana to them? We'll uptick with the Koth and swing for 6 with Magus plus. Should be upticking on Gemstone. By the way, it is a mountain. In for 6, pass turn. What do you got for us, opponent? We have not quite lethal. There's that Wilt. It's the wrong thing. Needed to be something that killed the Magus. Ancient Stirrings, opponent's looking. Chandra being the better play here, but you know you want to do Koth. You want Koth to do well. There's nothing wrong with wanting this card to do well. But I think we would punt the game away if we played Koth there. You gotta overcome the inner wants and desires to play cool Koth. Chromatic Star for my opponent. We will probably just be embleming Chandra here. You know what's cool here, though? Koth might get us this win. Let's go ahead and emblem here. Play our land. Let's go ahead and Season Pyromancer. 5 to face. And if we get anything that's 3 or less, Koth would do it. Draw 2. I tried to make you important. I tried to make you important, Koth. Maybe next turn? Not really. Toontingy, what's up? 11 months. 11 months. You're almost at a year. Almost a year. How you feeling, Uncle DB? You sweating over there? A bunch of 2-1s in this league. Bunch of 2-1s. Will you be correct? What's up, Toon? You're 1 month away from Red Ball. We need to come up with something fancy to start doing maybe next year for subs. Maybe the subs get to build something. Like every sub puts a piece onto something. Maybe we roll a dice and you get like points into a pot that then gets unlocked when something happens. I don't know. I got to come up with something clever. Something clever. I wanted to do something like you roll a dice every time a sub happens. Maybe not a D6, but you could do like a D4 or something. Maybe it's a D6 and you just divide it by 2. Kind of makes it a D3. And then those points go into something or deal some damage to something. Kind of like Nerd Girl has you slaying a dragon. We could like accrue points, and then when an event happens, I don't want to say like randomize, but like the amount of points that we accumulated, if it got up to a certain value, adds something or does something crazy. I don't know. That'd be kind of crazy. I hope if I ever make another Koth, that the name is still abbreviated to Koth. Koth of the Hammer. Koth on the Hill. Koth on the Hill. It's a little Koth. Just a hill, not a mountain. Koth on the Hill. It would be Koth before Koth got his spark. There you go. What is this hand doing? This hand kind of worries me. This hand has Seasoned Pyromancer. A little slow. We don't really know what we're playing against. I guess we'll keep. Little nervous about the keep here. This is a cool one here. Uh-oh, Spire Bluff Canal. This is looking sketchy. This could be Storm. We got some Eidolons, but Storm's a tough one for us. Koth on the Hill makes hill land tokens, which generate half of red mana. Oh, Street Wraith. Oh, Curator. All right, well, can we get to Scavenger Grounds before they can cascade here? Fingers crossed we can do that. We might be able to. I'm going to play the Ramunap Runes down first so that we have a second Scavenger Grounds if we get to that. We may not be playing Seasoned Pyromancer. Exiling cards does not put them in the graveyard. I could exile and like get things in the graveyard and then I do 4 damage when they come back. I don't think that's the right line here. Cycles? Alright. I need them to like decide waiting is a good idea to allow me to play the Scavenger Grounds. Cycles the Street Wraith. Stop it, opponent. Stop. Stop. Cycling. This is going to be an interesting one. We're okay against a matchup like this. It's a lot of creatures in the graveyard. Just don't do it main phase. Think you're going to be awesome and do it later. Yep. Do it later. Not right now. Pass it back. That's fine. Pass it back. No, don't do it. No. I guess it's sorcery speed. Okay, this is going to be a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, it's a lot of damage. All right, so we're probably going to just try to get to Karn here, but I probably have to double Fury if I get stuff. I could also Seasoned Pyromancer to get rid of Karn plus maybe a random card I draw here. Then I can maybe Fury one of these things. Oh gosh, there's so much out there. I can't evoke in response. It does not have flash. All right, Blood Moon, you're too late. I can kill 2 things here. That doesn't do a lot for me. Let's go ahead and Seasoned Pyromancer and see if we can find... I'm going to make 2 blockers. I think I have to just find Bridge naturally. So let's get rid of the Karn. All right. I can evoke. Get rid of a Blood Moon, because the 3 damage can kill something. Let's kill the flyer. Okay, do I need to kill something else here? This blocks here. A Braid could kill this. So then I can chump, take 6. I think I wait a turn. Wait a turn. If I get another red spell, then I get another kill out of this. Like a Desperate Ritual would turn the Fury. And I could actually play the Fury then if it's a Desperate Ritual. Then I don't get to play the Abrade, but I have a blocker. That would be really good. Could kill the other 4/4 here. Okay. Attacks for 4. You just swing with everything. There's no way you just don't attack with everything here. Okay, so we block twice here, and we block once here. We take 9. Kills one more creature here. Like I said, if I get a Desperate Ritual, I can kill this, then have a 3/3 that blocks. The Ramunant Ruins, all right. Kill this, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. All right, we're dead. Is this Eros? Not quite. All right, we're pretty much main boarded for this. We can bring in Void Mirror, which is a bit of a unique one that I have. I'm probably going to go ahead and bring in the Relic as well. Koth is unfortunately not very good here, nor is the Abrade. Kind of want to bring in like 2 Rabble Masters over the Abrade, but the Abrade can kill something. It's just not the greatest here. All right, Void Mirror and Relic here. Let's get it done. Could you do a sub-goal thing where at the goal you get a spaghetti emote? I could do a sub-goal in order to get one commissioned, but I do not have any more emote slots. They're great ideas. We've had several great ideas. I like a watering style emote because the inside joke with the community is Wednesdays are water cactus days, and I've explained my story about what happened to the cactus. And so it'd be kind of cool to have a water and a cactus emote. And then the water cactus could be also, the water could be the hydrate, and the cactus could be like a hello or a hype or something funny. But we just don't have the slots. I get more slots as people do bits if they're the top bit leaders and they bump it up to the next tier. But that ends up becoming like their only emote. Like it's just for them and it's not for the community. And a fun twisted thing, this emote right here is my raid emote. And then I found out follower emotes you can't use in other channels. So I have a raid emote that's a follower emote. So you can kind of see I'm stuck on emotes. Uncle DB likes to use the panicking Pop-Tart thing because, you know, it's like an exclusive emote there. Well, Bridge is pretty good. Magus is actually decent in this matchup, but doesn't end it. Next real mode is the boat. There's a funny GIF that I use at work a bunch. I'll try to find it after this league. It has a boat on it. I think I've got a mulligan this. I've got Chalice. I've got Void. I've got a Relic main board now. I do have the Bridge here. Magus is just not cutting it here. I'm gonna mulligan this and look for something spicier. Oh, it's spicier, that's for sure. All right, we're gonna keep toss Chandra back. Maybe a turn 2 Blood Moon kind of gets us going here. Kept the Karn because I have a Tormod's Crypt I can go get and a Bridge, and both of those seem like great ways to try to deal with my opponent's living end list. Don't have a Chalice in the sideboard. That wouldn't be bad to move to the sideboard because Karn and then Chalice on 0 is a thing. But yeah, I'll find the boat GIF. The GIF. The GIF of Jiffy. I'll find that between rounds. You'll see what I send in our community or our internal messaging client a lot to people. What's up, Last God? How's it going? Last God, fun fact, Nightbot has you ranked number 1 in terms of the most chatty of chats in our chatty chatsness. I'm going to try to go ahead and ritual here, straight into the Blood Moon. Not even going to try to play this on curve here. Just slam it, see if my opponent's got it. Cycles a Riverwinder. Cycles a Street Wraith. Are they panicking or are they good to go here? Do they look for force? They find the force. This is okay because then I have a Scavenger Grounds I can leave open. And the Scavenger Grounds can be left open to get rid of the graveyard. Chalice? All right, I like where we're at. We might have to wait a little while because we have to kind of activate in response to Cascade. And I can't just play Karn and then get Cascaded on unless my opponent's maybe tapped out. Then I could try to go for it and hope they don't have a follow-up force, being that I could go get a Tormod's Crypt. But I think we gotta be patient here. Patience is gonna win this game, I think. It's gotta be very long patience here, too. Gotta find a time where I can go snag this and my opponent's tapped out. Gonna be unlikely, for sure. But now we have 2 activations of Scavenger Grounds. Not back-to-back necessarily. My opponent might try to go back-to-back here. It's not bad to have the second Scavenger Grounds against the graveyard list here. Woo! Speaking across multiple messages, by the way, Last God's totally fine. I do it a lot. And then people type in between, and then the streamer's like, what are you saying? Is that Evan? Did I do it well? Thanks. We can pull the trigger 3 times. I can only do it one. Well, yeah, we can pull the trigger, yeah. I can only do it 1 time right now. I can't do it exactly back to back. We're trying to get to that point where I can Karn. Ooh, this is. I wonder what they have that can get rid of Bridge. I think I just put this on 0. Just make them have to kill that too. It's another thing you got to deal with, opponent. Yeah, we have 3 like separate activations. You're right, Zil. And knock them dead. We're trying. We could actually throw out Seasoned Pyromancer, but I like this Karn a lot better. Opponent's really considering this Chalice. I mean, what's really funny here is if I put Karn down, I actually can't go get Tormod. Well, I could get Tormod's Crypt. I can't play it, though. So the question is, do I play Karn down or not? I think we have to wait for 1 more mana. I mean, why go for it when we have this kind of board state against this kind of stuff, you know? They know they can't dump too much more into the graveyard or I'll just consume it. They do. You're right. They do play Borrower, and I'm not going to put it on. I'm not going to put the Chalice on 2 and make it so I can't activate a Scavenger Grounds anyway. Part of the reason why Karn is like, can't quite do that. Yeah, it has to be things at 3. They used to play Beast Within a lot. This is for our 4-1 and to make Uncle DB the predictor of predictions. Wonder if I draw like another somewhat dead card here if I try to Seasoned Pyromancer. There's a Shardless Agent. They're going to just put a 2/2 into play here. I might have to go back at them. Let's double check, see if there's anything scary here. Wow, I have grief. Foundation Breaker. So Torpor wouldn't be bad. So we have Foundation. We have some things at 4 and 5 that my opponent can just cast. I don't see a... I just see Foundation Breakers. Okay. So that's what they're going to do to us. New Chalice. Is there anything scary? I mean, Foundation Breaker's at 4. What if I went and just got a Torpor right now? I'd have to avoid a force negation. How many did we see? We saw one. 1 out of 28 cards. There's only half the library, and there's another one. High chance they have one. All right, you know what? Let's do a Seasoned Pyromancer. I think I'm leaning too heavily on the Karn. Let's put some pressure on my opponent here. We're going to need to dig into probably something else that will get us ahead in this game, like, say, a Chandra. I don't think Karn is the right play here anymore. That awkward moment where Blood Moon could do some real damage to my opponent, but it would do a lot of damage to me as well. Fury's a good way to kill some stuff, so. That awkward Fury's good and Blood Moon's good, but I shouldn't be casting Fury and Blood Moon turns off all these Scavenger Grounds. No attacks for my opponent. There's no real surprise there on the no attack. Oh, look. Karn just want to take a breather. I'm just going to attack with the Seasoned Pyromancer past turn. Just past turn. Not afraid of this. Not going to worry about my Chalice. Not going to worry about their graveyard. I got everything locked down. Nice and patient. Patient. Plenty of time. That evoked creature is not a problem. I really am considering the Blood Moon. Only because realistically, they're going to have to kill this, and it has to be through that evoke creature, it looked like. I'm trying to decide if going more aggressive here is the correct line here, or if the patience that I've been mentioning needs to be continued and played out. What if I play Blood Moon right now? I play Blood Moon 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have enough to play Fury right behind it, but I basically at that point have to commit the Karn. Committing the Karn, I can go get Liquid Metal Coating or the Torpor Orb. Chalice is here. If my opponent has a way to get rid of this now, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I think... do we go for this? Blood Moon and Karn this turn. Pick up a Torpor Orb. The basic's kind of scary. Violent Outburst doesn't happen. Shardless doesn't happen. They can't cast any of their blue cards. I think they force the Blood Moon because the Foundation Breaker can't be cast either. All right, we're gonna go for the Blood Moon here. Shuts off the Scavenger Grounds, but I think we're in a stage here which I don't care about their graveyard. This I think gets countered by them if they have the force. I think the Moon has to be played. But you see where the dilemma is, because it shuts these off, and if they had like something that we didn't see here, I mean, let's talk about it. If it is petty theft, they could do it at end step, but then they don't have green or red, green or blue really. Like the combination of both to do violent or shardless, so we should be okay. If they have double petty theft here, and I went for Karn, they could float petty here, try to do this, but I would be able to do Karn and replay Chalice. I don't believe... I think Blood Moon resolving here is very safe. Yeah, it's 1 in green for the evoke cost. We're floating green here. And if they get a lot of this graveyard, there's really 3 creatures down there right now. We didn't see any Force of Vigors. We noted that Foundation Breaker was the scary card. And really anything that's like maybe bigger, the double blue pips are a little bit scary. Curators and Waker of Waves. They're willing to let this resolve. Resolves. All right, let's attack. Let's just do it this way. I think this is the turn to go ahead and play Karn down, get Liquimetal Coating, try to shut off the island. I could also leave the mana up in case they bounce Blood Moon here. That might be just smarter. I'm going to wait on the Karn. I think they have to bounce the Blood Moon in order to get everything working here, and so just leaving Scavenger Grounds up for when that Blood Moon gets balanced is the safest line. I think that's the level of patience we have to apply here and not go full out. I think this leads to a higher probability of a win if we've missed something that was maybe in their hand as a 1 of or a 2 of that they've drawn and we just didn't see in the top half of their library. Safest line has to be this, I think. Because what does Karn get us here? Doesn't get us anything. They didn't block, doesn't get us anything. It gets us a card in hand, and in worst case scenario, they bounce Blood Moon and they bounce Chalice with 2 Petty Thefts, and they spin the wheel. And then I start searching for Concede. Yeah, I think the patience is important here. Patience. Patience. Okay. Not a great spot to be in, but a heck of a lot better than if we would have played Karn. Feels good. I feel like I did the right thing. This is how Last God. Now I have Scavenger Grounds and Graveyard nom 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 and keep doing my thing. Now they're just going to hard cast some stuff. That is not a May, by the way. Boom. Goodbye, Shardless. This is not a May. Ingot Chewer gets angry. It is a 3/3, though. That blocks a lot better than some of the stuff we've been doing. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't quite do this. I do like getting a bridge down, though, here. So we can play bridge past turn. Keeping that Scavenger Grounds open. It's the one thing they can't touch. Right now they only have 1 red here, so double Violent Outburst is a little bit less likely. Could still happen, though. Could still happen. They could also Shardless but they need 1 more land to do all that, so. And now we have a bridge, so. they're like, oh. They're like, I got this. I got this bridge. All right. I've got an interesting line here. We're going to snap off a Scavenger Grounds here as my opponent is tapped out. We're going to take this opportunity to probably go get Karn and down tick to get the Chalice, I think. If a land happens here. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still have Scavenger Grounds. Karn, down tick. Go get a Chalice. Then we'll go get Bridge, and then we'll see how many more Ingot Chewers they got. How many Artifact Destruction do you got, opponent? I could even get a Tormod's Crypt. Oh, I'm getting nothing. I'm getting nothing. Forced. There's a Brazen Borrower, by the way. We have played around everything I can think of. Oh my gosh. Brazen and Forces and Force Vigors and holy crap. We're playing this real good. They have it all, but I have all the ants. Now they kind of stonewall us here for a little bit. No. Evokes a Grief. Well, there goes the Fury. It's kind of okay. Can I get a Chandra off the top? Opponent's got 1 card in hand. It may be worth going in on this if we find something fancy here. They don't attack us. There's no way. I like that their graveyard's very clear now, too. Very clear. 1 card in hand. We top deck. Ooh, I asked for her and she arrived. Let's go, Chandra. We're going up. We're going up. Psh, Pyretic. You gotta be joking. We're getting this done. We're getting this done. Come on, Chandra. 1 card to beat. Draw for my opponent here. A lot of their cards can trip. Might find a creature. Going to combat. Are they going to attack? Uh-oh, there's a Chandra here, opponent. Woo, they're coming in hot. They're coming in hot. We're going to let a little bit of damage go through here. A little nudge to Chandra here. All right, land, uptick, find something good. Bridge, Karn. We can do that. Oh, stop it. All right, looks like I'm going to be blocking. Pass turn. We can block twice. Seasoned Pyromancer block again twice. They've had all the counters at the right times here, ladies and gentlemen. Getting in at the Chandra. Block, block. Okay. Second main. Plays a land. End step. Can't get Seasoned Pyromancer back. We got a way to kill one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do mana here to make Seasoned Pyromancer tokens. And then we can abrade one of these and block one. It feels okay to wait here. And this continues to leave Scavenger Grounds open because the Grief coming back is kind of frightening. We don't want that. We don't want that. All right. At end of attack step, let's go ahead and try to kill one. One is dead. We get to now chump block. Opponent's at 10 life, 2 cards. What else you got for us, opponent? Chandra heard the call. She came running. All right, let's start there. Seasoned Pyromancer, good draw too. Voids Force of Negation. Here we go again. Do I bother with this? I could also just like shoot the Ingot Chewer here and not worry about the rest. I can't see myself doing Magus here. Let me shoot Ingot Chewer and attack with Elemental. We'll leave Scavenger Grounds open since I'm putting another Ingot Chewer in the yard. Attack for 1, pass turn. Got to balance when we play Blood Moons here. I guess this Blood Moon avoids the Force of Vigor, but it doesn't avoid a future Brazen Borrower. We can't activate Scavenger Grounds behind it if we were to play it, so no need to rush it here. Redeem a Hydrate. Focus Energy. Opponent is paying costs. Doing something here. Big creature. Worried about the Curators. This feeling when you draw with Season without downside. It was pretty good. It was pretty good draws. All right. New Magus. I don't want that. Up for damage. Chalice on 0. Sounds fantastic. Now I'll consider a Magus here. Opponent's like, no, stop it. Violent outburst in response to Chalice. Okay. Spins the crazy wheel of death. In response to Living End, we're going to sacrifice one of these. Living End board wipes us. Okay. Chalice resolves. This would be where I should play a Magus, I believe. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Your move. Shield's down briefly, but we have Chalice, so it's like not totally down. Whew. Nice. All right, we're going to game 3. Do we want to change anything? Gosh, yes. I don't want to be playing against this opponent. Quick Blood Moons here are going to be important. Relics or Void Mirrors aren't too bad either. Quick Chalice is fine. They have Force. Both Force, blue and green. They've got the Evoke creature. Finding the Torpor Orb in the sideboard's fine. We really won that off the back of probably all the Scavenger Grounds. I think that was well played. It's gonna come down to can they prevent the Chalice or the Void Mirror, I think, or the Blood Moon quickly. They'll be looking for their forces, and we'll just hope that they don't have the forces, and we get to play kind of a clean like Magus or something. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. They have all the Ingot Chewers too. They're just like, they got them all. They got everything that's gonna attack us. They know what's up. So what do I need? A Chalice. I mean, a Chalice on Force stops Force and what is Ingot Chewer? Is that a 4? And it's a 5. So I need a Chalice on 4 and 5 bridge in play to create a full lock. Force would stop. You know I want to keep this. Just throw the Chalice down, play the Chandra with that top deck land. You know you want to play this. It's incorrect to. Ugh. We've been so disciplined this game. This is the bait and switch hand. This is the I have enough protection. No, I don't. There goes Chalice to Ingot Chewer. Goodbye. That's what this hand says. But a fast Chandra is pretty hard to beat, even for them. It was a great game too. I'm worried that we're going to struggle here because I think we have to mulligan this. All right, mulligan away because Fury's not the greatest here. My opponent can like put stuff in and we're kind of toast. Well, there you go. Rewarded. We're going to keep. I almost just want to get rid of the Fury. It's just not very good here. Let's just get rid of the Fury. Because we're gonna hide behind a bridge if we can. Opponent mulls to 5. Makes me feel pretty confident about this relic. Flooded Strand for our opponent. Well, I feel like I should wait one turn. So let's do it. That way I can at least pop the relic if they have an immediate answer to it. They don't have anything on 2. This draw really just doesn't change. Changes like only that they might draw a blue card for Force, and they're cycling a blue card, so that's good for us. So one less blue card for Force, kind of. All right. Let's hope the relic sticks. Ooh. I'm thinking relic first. And then just Chalice right after, because the Chalice is the more persistent problem for them, where relic isn't. Dang. Still going to go ahead and throw a Relic out, or Chalice out on 0. Now we got everything covered, opponent. We got everything covered. I'd love to bridge on turn 3 here, but I'll probably hold bridge for turn 4, so I always have Relic to pop. Unless they interact with a Relic before that. Okay. I got something going here. My opponent is down a couple cards because of the mulligans. This is an interesting game 3. Do they have their 3rd land? If not, they're going to be in trouble. We do not rush this bridge out because they could hit land and just go for it. You can always pop Misty in response. Okay. If they kill Relic here, okay, we'll see what they wants to go after. Goes after the Relic, so I have to pop in response if I want the draw. Don't see a reason not to. Gets rid of at least one creature here. Got the Ritual. We will now probably just slam bridge, unless we have another way to block stuff from the graveyard. I should be playing these Ramunot Ruins. This is a slight punt on my part. Slam bridge here. Hope they don't have force. Pass the turn. If they have force here, they're down to 2 cards. That feels pretty good too. Resolves. All right. All right. They got a Chalice to get through. A bridge at some point too. Need to avoid Force of Vigor. Chalice on 4 is probably our next target. Shock Steam Vents. Cascades, a Shardless Agent. We got a 2/2 to battle. Doesn't matter what they go into here. She's pretty good. We are emptying the hand. That's what we're doing here. I almost feel compelled to kill the Shardless Agent. They force it. Getting rid of a Shardless Agent. Shardless Agent, 1 card in my opponent's hand, 6 minutes on the clock. They've got a bridge to kill. Good luck, opponent. Land's played. That's 4 mana. Could force us. The Vigor kind. Give me a good top deck here. What do I want? Karn? Chandra? Not that. No. Mana cost of force on the stack is 4. 3 for this, 4 for that. Mana value or converted mana cost, depending on when you join the game, is the top right. So, for example, Living End here doesn't have a cost. It's 0 on the stack. So that's how Chalice gets it. I'm going to hold both of these and take 2. I'm going to do this because if I top deck Karn, having 4 mana into 2 plus 3 mana allows me to get a new bridge, which is pretty good against them. So taking 2 here is hardly anything compared to what we could potentially do with 4 mana. Card's mana value, or yeah, not mana spent. Yeah. There you go. It's a good way to explain it. Now that we've held 2 cards and we can maybe Fury something away here, Fury attacking is it's a quick lock. Oh, subtlety. All right. I mean, I kind of feel like it's okay to put this on top and go for it again here. Like, they subtletied me? Great. Can you do it again? That'll be the true test. I'll fire 1 Desperate Ritual into this as well. Yeah, it's a little bit counterintuitive. The alternate cost doesn't change the mana value. You have to think of it as an alternate cost. All right. 1 Desperate Ritual into this time. That way, if I fail here, then my opponent can't be mean to me. Wow, another one. Do I care about this anymore now? These fly. Let's just put it on top one more time. How many times can they stop this? Now I want to shoot one of those in the sky. After all, now killing bridge is very scary. 4 minutes on my opponent's clock. I don't think this game's coming down to time, though. It's going to come down to the top deck of Force of Vigor. Here we go again. You got another one? No. All right. Just shoot it like that. All right. One thing dead. Person's passing back. They know what they need. Finding another Fury or a Chandra off the top wouldn't be bad. Cycles a Riverwinder. They got to find a way to kill Bridge. I wouldn't mind a Torp Orb. That would be found off Karn. Grief's away our last card here. They discarded a Living End to do that. This is a good one. Seasoned Pyromancer is never a bad one here. She's not bad either. Hold. Next turn I can attack with Fury, which is an interesting attack. And then I could play Chandra. Breeding Pool played. One card in my opponent's hand. Is it a counter? Who knows? Let's go combat. Don't play the land here because Fury can attack now. And Fury being double strike kills or trades with both. We don't play Chandra pre-combat here because I don't think they're going to double block. Chandra resolves, uptick, pass turn. We're going to hold 2 lands. Fury is just really nice to attack with. It's like holding 2 lands for Rabblemaster. You just have to hold a little bit more when you're getting in with Fury. Also, we are now presenting lethal with the Ramunap Ruins. Which, guess what we're going to do? Fire one of those off. We currently have lethal with Chandra and Ramunap Ruins. Match 5. Looks like it's going to be a win. And we do get there. 4-1 again with Red Prison tonight in League number 1. Looking a bit like this. We swapped out Darcy and Eidolons. It's really the only change from Wednesday night's stream. So it's pretty good. We actually started down a match as well. So we went a clean 4-0 after the loss. Not bad. Indeed. Look at that, Uncle DB. You're pretty good at this, aren't you? Uncle Wayne, GG. Obliverate. Cosplay, GG. Andre Dre, GG. Toon, GG. DB's pretty good at these predictions. That, or I am just trying to fulfill them all. You're welcome. I should have just read the message and been like, all right, end of stream. Could have done that tonight. There you go. It's 4-1. It's not bad.